second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now a run up the middle with Washington. There he goes, left side. Still shedding tackles. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders have taken the lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more. Answer that one. Missed.
He will not go down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
115 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Staying on the ground with Washington. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Up the middle they go. Washington.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A handoff for Washington.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down. Washington now out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in week 1. He was spectacular and open for more here in week 2.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
On first and goal, Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Might he be on his way? First down. Here's Burrow. He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play. Now Burrow. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up second down. Burrow looking to pass. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. They'll start the drive with Washington. Sheds off the tackle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 195 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now on 1st down, it's Washington again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete. Bernard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On the give, this is Washington. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now.
Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's... They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he finds a man on a crossing route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now Washington. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Right back to Washington.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They run from the shotgun with Washington. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Touchdown, Raiders!
Kyle Pitts.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Burrow.
And he'll get it right back to Washington.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Running it, Washington. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run with Washington. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 22 yards. And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. But I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. On first down, it's Washington, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Washington. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Washington on 3rd and short. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Raiders, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.
I just want to rough neck.